Well, as the world watches in horror at the escalating violence between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip, a new controversy has emerged, shedding light on Pakistan's alleged support for acts of terror in the region. While Pakistanis have expressed solidarity with the Palestinian people through protest and rallies, there is growing concern that some in Pakistan may be endorsing Hamas, the Islamist group responsible for the devastating attacks on the Israeli towns. And it was the result of these attacks that thousands have perished and thousands others are staring at the uncertain future.
In the capital city of Islamabad, hundreds of Pakistanis, including men, women and children, gathered for a rally to express their support for the Palestinians in the wake of Israel's retaliation against Hamas's attacks. The rally was organized by the prominent Islamist party Jamaat-e-Islami, and participants held both Palestinian and Pakistani flags, as well as placards reading "Free Palestine." The protesters called upon Islamic nations to stand with the Palestinians during this tumultuous time. However, the controversy arises when examining statements and actions by individuals within Pakistan that appear to endorse Hamas, a group labelled as terrorist organization by several countries, including the United States.
फ़लस्तीन के मुजाहिदों और हमास के गाजियों के साथ खड़े हैं और इस मौके पर हम यूएनओ और अमेरिका की बेहिसी नहीं बल्कि इस मौके पे जालिम के साथ खड़े होने को उसकी भी शदीद मजम्मत करते हैं.
Renowned Pakistani cricketer Mohammad Rizwan's open support for Hamas after Pakistan's victory in a league match in the ongoing Cricket World Cup has drawn criticism and raised questions about Pakistan's stance on the ongoing conflict. Additionally, the official statement issued by Pakistan at the United Nations seemed to undermine Israel's legitimate right to self-defense, referring to Israel's actions as the so-called declaration of war and expressing concern about the human cost of the situation. The recent outbreak of violence in the region has claimed numerous lives and led to extensive destruction. Israel's military operation in Gaza came in response to a violent Hamas attack on Israeli towns, resulting in hundreds of casualties and abductions. As the conflict escalates, Gaza's morgues have become overwhelmed with bodies, and Palestinian civilians have been forced to seek shelter in UN schools as Israeli airstrikes pound the enclave. The situation has only worsened as Israeli authorities continue to discover the bodies of families executed by Hamas fighters. However, all Pakistan and Pakistanis seem to be focused on is pushing a narrative that confirms only one side of the story.
हम सब मिलकर उनके लिए आवाज़ उठाएं और मुस्लिम ममालिक के जो हुकूमतें हैं वो अपने तौर पर हुकूमत की ज़बान में बात करें. अमेरिका ने जिस तरह कहा है कि मैं उसके साथ खड़ा हूं, ये भी कहें भी हम उनके साथ खड़े हैं. और हम देखते हैं कि जब सारे मुसलमान उनके लिए साथ खड़े होंगे तो फिर इसराइल जो है वो उसकी कोई हैसियत बाकी नहीं रहेगी.
The ongoing Israeli strikes in Gaza have resulted in over 1,000 fatalities and left 4,000 people injured, with 187,000 individuals seeking refuge in UN schools. The blockade imposed by Israel has cut off essential services including electricity, water, food and fuel. While Pakistan's support for the Palestinian cause is well established, questions remain about the extent to which this support extends to Hamas, a group known for its involvement in acts of terrorism and the use of violence. The controversy surrounding this issue raises concerns about Pakistan's stance on international terrorism and its role in promoting peace and stability in the region.